So hello everybody, it's your Beauty 87 here, and today we are going to do an eye look using the Norvina ABH palette. So what I did was I have the original Norvina eyeshadow palette on this eye because I wanted to see the formulas were the same. So this one blends out really nicely and smoothly, and the shimmer goes on easily with ease, as you can see on this eye. Because I've been hearing like mixed reviews about this one and how it's somewhat difficult to work with and whatnot. So I wanted to see, I'm like, well, is it? Or like, you know, what's going on with all that? So I decided to do an eye look with the Norvina palette, and then we can compare it to this palette because I saw a couple of colors I felt like they would look similar enough to like use this one. So I'm like, we're going to use this brown and mix it with this red because I feel like it was a more like reddish brown. And the Norvina palette, the color called Passion, I used that. And I was like, we'll use the shimmer A4 on the lid just to see, you know, like if I can get a similar look with the Norvina, with this palette, and if it's going to perform the same. I don't know. And I turned the camera a different way. I don't know if you all like it or not. Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm like, I'm going to try something different. So I was like, let me go ahead and turn this camera a different way and see how I feel about it. So let's get started with the eye look. I'm going to take a little bit of E4, then tap it off. Then take a little bit of C5, tap it off. Then put a little bit more E4 just so I feel like it's enough red-brown ratio situation going on. And then start tapping it. And I used Norvina, I used the ABH eyeshadow base. And I heard somebody was, like, I was reading online, some girl was saying it was terrible. I'm like, what? Like, that's the only person I've heard that, like, had a bad experience with it. Because I'm like, I love this eyeshadow base. It's, like, my favorite eyeshadow base to use. And then I use, like, when I'm not using, like, as pigmented or colorful shades, then I use, like, the Marc Jacobs coconut one. Or Smashbox, with the lid primer or lid lock or whatever they call it. So those are my type of primers as a general rule, but I'm like, the ABH one is like when I want to do my colorful, inspiring looks, and I'll use that. But a cheaper version of that is like the Wet n Wild, when they have like different colored ones for different skin tones. Like the formula obviously is not the same. It's much thinner and waterier in my opinion than this one is. But you know, it works well. Oh, this is blended out nice. I don't know why people was trying to make it seem like this was difficult to palette to use. But in all fairness, I am using like easier, darker colors. I felt like the Riviera I didn't like as much because it had difficulties when it came to the colorful shades. So I was wondering if the colorful shades in this were going to be the same as that too, a little more difficult to work with. But I'll find out about that tomorrow when I use the this palette for a video on IGTV, or I might just film that today and you all will see it sometime next week. I don't know, cause yeah, but to me the colors look exactly the same. So anyway, now I'm gonna take the color. What do with the plastic? I'm gonna take the color that we talked about, A4, and put that on the lid, and then we will discuss how I feel about this palette so far. Even though I feel like I'm not really getting that fair of a review of this palette because I'm, you know, using easy shades. But I really wanted to compare one of these palettes to the Norvina one. I feel like this was the closest one to compare to. Okay, now this color obviously is not the same on the lid. It looks like blue, dark purple in the pan, but when you put it on the eyeball, I feel like it's just a whole bunch of gold glitter reflex. I don't see any of the purple that you see in the pan, at least in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think down below. But yeah, so this is way more glittery than the Norvina palette. I use the color Celestial in there, and these are like two completely different things. But okay, so about this palette. Why do I keep taking the plastic out? My bad. So about this palette, based upon the three colors I just used, they work just fine. But again, like I said, they were I feel like really neutral and safe colors to use. So I mean, I don't still really have too much of an opinion about it. But basically, when I used, the formulas felt the same on both of them, like on the old one compared to the new one. But they're used to making a lot of neutral shades, so that might just be it. I'll probably give a more in-depth review when it goes to Instagram, because I will be using, like, you know, obviously the brighter shades in here. I want to do a monochromatic green type situation, so like maybe use this one, then this one, and then like this one in the inner corner, or this one in the inner corner or something. I want to try something greenish and blue. Big surprise, right? Or maybe I could just use like these three colors right here and then put like that on the lid or something. I don't know. But I will be using this again, but as of right now, I feel like the formulas are the same for like the neutral shades, but they might have just changed it up for the colorful shades. I hope that was helpful. And since you saw you can make a similar look with this palette as you can with that palette, I'm trying to debate if I should declutter it or not. but the ABH hoarder in me is like, yeah, no, don't do it. So I probably will keep it. I did film my eyeshadow palette collection / mini declutter, and it was an extremely mini declutter, so don't be excited and thinking a whole bunch of palettes about to leave. But I've told you all, like, I declutter like every 3 months. I go through my collection and I take stuff out and do stuff like that. So basically, whenever Sephora has like their 20% off sale, I try to like go through, grab stuff, try to get rid of stuff, you know, and things like that. Plus, sometimes I get products in I just know I don't like or I know I won't use, and I put them in a box automatically. Like, I got a box over there full of stuff. My cousin's grandmother came and took 3 boxes with her, and then before that, I think I had mailed them like 2 or 3 other boxes. So they get sent stuff about 3 or 4 times a year, which means I often declutter without you also. My bad, but I'm the type of person, when I feel like doing it, I just need to go ahead and do it. So a lot of times I don't film it, I just go ahead and do it and call it a day. But anyway, about this, I hope you all enjoyed this video while I'm just over here rambling. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.